You know.
I got it now. I'm sorry. We're recording. All right.
Good. I'll just turn on because
like a French whore in Les Miserables.
Lovely ladies, take
Hey, governor, want a little roll? Huh?
You would be a good French whore.
I'd have the full-on Cockney going, "Hey, sir, you want you got our toppings?"
You'd have like,
hey, you like these? You want a bit of a tussle in the park? I'd have terrible teeth.
It was like a creepy Mary Poppins.
So, it just started out like any other day. I was in the bookstore, the gay bookstore, and I reached for the new Armistead book, and he also reached for. There was only one left, so we kind of looked at each other and thought, "It's funny, we're going for the same book." And then we laughed. Well, I guess I could get. It's fine, you take it. And I'm like, no, you take it.
Oh, sweet.
And it was just a little kind of back and forth. And then I said, no, how about this? You read it, and then I'll get your number, and then I'll read it after you. You can give it to me. And he said, how about you blow me in the bathroom? And that was the day. And I did.
That's a book report I like to hear. We're recording. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
so sorry.
Hope that didn't scare you off libraries.
I'm embarrassed that everyone just heard that about me.
Oh, yes. Oh, you know what?
I
join your local book club after that.
You never know when you might get a blowjob.
When I read books, we just got a pizza party.
That's what Oprah says. I loved those pizza parties. You know what the favorite kind?
I bet you did.
McDonald's parties. McDonald's birthday parties.
Wow.
When you stacked up the apple pies.
You were that fat kid, weren't you?
I loved it. And that poor put-upon high school worker who had to run him, who was just dead inside.
There was.
So this is TBT time.
So welcome to TBT time.
That took a long time to get to. It's like 3:30 in the morning.
You know what? Somebody went off on a country story. It wasn't me. Wasn't me this time.
I had coffee earlier, and I'm kind of cracked out. So
yeah,
I promise I'm not on meth, so no one send letters.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Don't do meth. It's a dirty drug. Although I've never done it.
You know what makes you slim, though? But you don't have teeth. Speaking of blowjobs, and we're back. Okay.
So welcome to TBT Time. I'm Jake.
And I'm
Poodle.
Mattie. Welcome. Okay, so hopefully...
Episode 6.
And hopefully by the time you're listening to this...
Riverdale.
That our podcast is posted now. Thank God for Patrick Hine.
We are in the money. Literally not.
We're not.
So give us some money by watching our podcast.
No, we're not going to give it.
Right?
It's free. Nobody pays for. Well, you really know nothing about technology. Do you just?
How can we make money from this?
How do you send emails?
How can we make? No, I'm really serious. How can we make money from this?
I
thought people were paying.
We're going to start an Amazon wish list like prostitutes do, and Jake's going to put his shawls on it. And I'm going to put some comic books. And if you want to buy them for us, thank you.
That is what prostitutes do and porn stars.
Yeah. Kobe Keller does that. Don't Google that.
That takes a real ego.
It does. That's a lot. That's a lot.
But I thought, so people aren't paying for this?
No. It's totally free. Wow.
You know what? Then I don't feel bad about doing shitty stuff. Well, I should just walk off the stage.
You should just walk off.
We're on a stage.
Well,
we're actually in my apartment.
We're actually at his apartment next to an alley
where a hobo is fingering himself.
That's actually not. That's not a lie. That's not a lie because there's a couch there. Can we read
that
some
makes
comments,
a lot better
please?
Sense.
We're like 6 minutes into this
let's
show.
Let's start this shit.
Like,
it's time for tea for you.
Like somebody already just said this show's fucked and changed the channel.
It's time for tea for two, tea for you.
This is where we're reading your comments from the
you.
YouTube. Also, we are going to start looking at the comments on the podcast as well, specifically on iTunes and Google Play. So you can leave a comment there too, Sugars. And if you do like the show, leave a comment.
That you obviously don't pay for.
Yes,
I'm
that's
sorry.
the whole point.
So what is the excuse about not listening then? If you can pay, don't have to pay for it.
Well, people have lives. People have lives.
So do I. I have a life.
Okay, first,
I have a great life.
First YouTube comment that I want to address is, you know how you get a little thumbs up? Well, last week on our episode, we had 160 thumbs up.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you know how many thumbs down we had?
0.
1. We had 1 for some.
How dare you?
Some fucker. You know what?
You know what? You're joyless.
Joyless.
You're joyless.
Screw you and the horse you rode in on.
I hope you get diarrhea for a week.
No, I hope you're constipated because diarrhea makes you lose weight.
True.
Constipated, you get fat.
All
right. What's your comment? Oh, I do want to say before we start.
You still have to do your comment. All right, I'll go first.
I do want to preface, too, speaking of YouTube videos, and you can find the link here. If you're interested in the new Disney announcement about
we did a bonus TBT time.
We did.
Filmed it yesterday.
As Jake called, a news report.
All ships at sea.
I don't know what that means. But
because you have no pop culture knowledge at all.
But so
cartoons.
We're talking about what are Disney just came out with their first gay character, but we disagree with that. Are you okay?
And
there?
I almost died.
You almost
yes.
died. And anyway, listen to the show for the list. Okay,
it's a good gay Disney character. Just list that
you know what? It's fine. Okay, so the first comment I'm going to read is from Clint Hurley. Clint, thank you so much for watching our show. We appreciate you.
Hurley, that's a strong name.
It is. It is a strong name. Clint Hurley says, well, he had 2 comments, but the one I'm going to read.
We appreciate all of them.
We do. The one we're going to read is he talks about Archie was gay in one of the comics, so go to YouTube and read it. It's interesting. But also, Clint talks about Chachi's girlfriend, Joni, was actually played by Erin Moran.
This was a complete surprise shock to me. That someone thought that Molly Ringwald actually was in Happy Days.
I just thought she was. It's the same time period. Anyway, can I finish
reading
reading my
mental disease?
Can I finish reading my content? Comment.
Can
please?
you?
Can I?
I don't know.
Miss Rudeness. Anyway,
I love the title, Miss Rudeness. You can find me at Miss Rudeness. Oh, I have found a new Twitter name. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Clint, Miss Rudeness.
Clint goes on to say, I don't blame you for not remembering her name since she didn't do much after. I love the shade.
Shade.
Clint,
she actually did Joni Loves Chachi after that. I'm the only one who ever watched that. Exactly.
Clint also says, and for the boxing terminology, they literally just
you
called
lost us.
hand wraps. I don't know what I called them, Clint, but
those hand wrappy things.
I feel appreciative that you actually thought I knew what I was talking about because I did not.
They were hot, though, right?
They were so hot. We didn't have a shirtless Archie this episode. It was disappointing. All right, what's yours?
My tea for you comes from Patrick Hine.
Patrick Hine, who does all of our logo. He just redid our YouTube channel already. Let us know what you think.
And this is not really fair that we know him in person. But I had to read him. He says, there's no tea in Jake's cup. Ooh, he's like finding our Easter eggs that we've hidden in this.
It's true.
Well,
usually,
Patrick, you figured out something.
Several Easter eggs in your ass. Or, I guess,
it's an Easter miracle.
Yeah, I guess. Or
besides being Christ
anal
raising
beads,
again.
Or anal
Crazy
beads.
Christ raising again. Christ rising again. Patrick says there's no tea in Jake's cup. It's not TV hot water time. You know, Patrick, that's adorable.
It is adorable.
That you think I'm drinking tea because Mother can't have tea this late, so she drinks vodka.
I wish it was water, so I didn't have to deal with Miss Rudeness by the end of the show.
At Miss Rudeness, tweet me.
You're going to actually try to find that, aren't you?
I'm sure someone's taken it.
I'm sure.
I mean, maybe at Ms. Rudeness or something.
You know what?
It'll be some combination of something. So just look for me there.
I'm not going to read the whole comments too, but I just want to give a shout out.
We're breaking the format, obviously.
We are.
God damn it!
I want to give a shout out to Nyx.
Oh yeah, we love Nyx.
Who totally is predicting the Valerie Archie relationship, and I want to get a shout out to C. Denning, who totally predicted Paulie's
She nailed
pregnant.
This episode,
ladies,
not
or
spoiler
gentlemen,
alert. Spoiler
or
alert.
people, you fucking nailed it.
Pat Dennings watches our show. Who
you. Is she on New Girl or Broke Girls?
She's on Two Broke Girls, Two New Girls.
Two New Girls. That's what I was going
There's
to call
the
it.
Broke Girl and Two New Girls.
Two New Girls. Also, I want to thank
Or
Susan
Two Broke New Girls.
Susan Van Heusen. If you follow her on Facebook, she's making recaps
Of
our
our recaps.
and we enjoy it.
They're enjoyable because they're exactly how long
The
show
should
be.
Yes.
It's like 13 seconds.
13
It's fantastic.
minutes. It's almost a second too long.
It's the kind of thing you watch it and you go, that's uncomfortable. And you watch another thing and go, where did this come from? That's exactly what our show is.
It's true.
So,
All right, move your phone. Let's start the show.
Why do I have to move my phone?
Because it doesn't look pretty with the teacups. You know what? I'm just thinking about visual.
You podcast people don't have to deal with this, so I can put my phone anywhere I want. That sounded strange.
Yeah, it sounded dirty. I think I went first last week, so why don't you go
I'll
this
go
time?
first. I feel like I go first every time.
Well, you usually boss your way through.
That's how I work life. So, yeah, I understand that. You know what? No one else is going to go first.
You know what?
In life, so you have to a lot of times, right? Everybody? Got to be a leader.
You're like a bull in a really gay china closet.
These are nice.
Instead of china, it's just like little like
Unicorns.
unicorn tchotchkes.
All right.
Precious moments.
Teabag
tchotchkes.
number 1.
Did you ever have precious moments?
Yes, they're creepy.
They're creepy.
The big eyes.
Teabag number 1. We're only 13 minutes into the show. Jesus.
Okay, we're going to go fast. This is mine. In Riverdale, the parents are very irresponsible. You notice in other shows, I'm thinking of shows like Seventh Heaven and other shows that are about teenagers, Dawson's Creek even. The parents seem to be kind of supportive.
And
not
kind of
in
parenting.
Riverdale. Not in Riverdale.
No.
They're all flawed and like getting their own shit on. They're like fucking each other.
You know what? I think flawed is a little bit of a light word. I actually would go to say
They're
fucked
disturbed.
Up.
They're disturbed. Like Josie's mom says, remember, have to make sure that you're the thinnest and blah blah blah.
Prettiest.
And I'm sure there are parents out there who do that. But you know, Dylan McKay is the only normal father, and he's got his own shit. Hermione Lodge is like
she is normal, but then she wants
to get hers.
She's signing contracts.
She
for
wants
her
to get
daughter.
that Dylan dick. She wants to get that dick. She wants to get that dick. She want to get that dick. She want to get that 90210 dick.
You can't.
And I will sell that rap.
You cannot have coffee ever again. Ever again.
90210 dick. 90210
You know what?
dick.
What if they
Gotta
bring
get
some
that
90210 people on
dick.
the show? I would love that. Bring Kelly.
I'm tired of this topic. So,
All
anyway,
right.
the parents are fucked up, especially Betty's parents. Fucked up.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, they're pretty diabolical, actually. I mean,
So I'm just always kind of a little amazed. The kids are flawed in their own way, but the parents are really messed up.
it does feel like Archie
So-
and them are the kind of the adults sometimes.
Anyway, that's mine.
All right. Okay, so my teabag number 2 is so this episode was a lot about. It was either about Jughead. Oh, Jesus. It's either about Jughead and Betty on detectives, or it's about this goddamn
I love
variety
them.
show. So okay,
I love them as detectives.
So I have a bone to pick with the variety show.
Boner.
Have you ever organized some type of variety show?
Yes, and I headlined it.
As did I. Because why?
Because it was going to be great, because you introduce everything, and you make sure it starts off well.
And because we're both big queens.
We're both queens who need to be in the spotlight at all times.
So you're going to tell me that Kevin is going to organize
Big
a
Mary,
variety show and not be
lead it
in
off
it?
in a fantastic opening dance number?
Yes, I'm sorry. And you know what? Honestly, this was a good episode, but it was intense. It could have used a little
Not
comic
realistic.
relief. Not realistic
at all.
No, I wanted fire baton number.
He should have been all Simon Cowell on him, too. She's like, really? Are you going to do that?
Yeah. I wanted a little bit more stereotyping, I guess, for the gay man, as I'm saying it out
You know
loud.
what?
We're
I
horrible
agree.
people. We're
I
horrible
agree.
queens.
I want to give like, next. And just like spit at people when they left. Him wearing like a beret and like a little Peter Pan collar.
Now you're just trying to make it like you. You
I
love
have
Peter Pan collars so much. In fact, I think you're the only person I know under the age of 68 who still uses a Peter Pan collar reference in costuming. Really?
If you know what they are, comment and say how much you love them because they're great.
If you know what they are,
You're probably in a home.
you don't know
In a
how to
nursing
use the
home.
internet. You don't know how to comment. You probably think podcasts are paid for by communists.
Russia,
Can we just
get
me-
Russia's behind all this.
I never thought I would say this to you, but will you give me another tea bag, please? Quickly.
Piggybacking off of what he just said about Betty and Jughead, they had a big moment in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really. It was. I kind of thought it was going to happen, and then it did happen. He climbed up in her window and said this really great crack about, Juliet was your nurse off duty. Obviously, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
For those of you who are learned.
No, she said, no, Juliet was fucking Billy Crudup.
Yes.
Sorry. Hashtag Claire Danes.
Hashtag Claire Danes.
All right.
Hashtag now with Q Dancy. We're proud of
Yeah.
you. But they kiss.
They did
Jughead
kiss.
just leans in, and it comes out of nowhere, and it's like a sister-brother kiss.
Oh, my God. That's what I was going to say. It felt like a sister-brother kiss. Can
It's-
you read
My mind. We just have to teach you words.
I don't know it. We already did this
We
song
need give me water, Helen, water.
once.
I just need to have a clinic where for like a week.
We really should.
Where you have a single desk in my room, and I come in with a ruler, and we just go over everything you don't know.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ruthless.
And it goes,
I'll remember
and it's
next time,
full
Miss
on,
Ruthless.
and it's full on Miracle Worker. I've got those dark glasses on.
We really should do the Miracle Worker.
Well, you know what? That's what I feel like I'm doing sometimes.
You know what? For Patty
It is. It is literally leading the blind.
Okay, so what's your actual
So
fucking
my
tea bag?
actual is when they kissed,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought it was strange.
It's like
Glad that was
a
essential. Glad you remembered.
Well,
Go ahead, fucker. What's your next? What's your second one?
speaking of kisses,
I hate you.
speaking of kisses, let's talk about that Archie and Valerie.
Valerie, Valerie.
I am not.
Let me go out on a limb.
Oh God.
I'm not a Valerie fan.
Oh, okay. That's not a limb. That's just like walking a step.
I feel like it's one of those characters they need. She's a foil that has no real personality.
Well, sorry, now I'm going to go off on a tangent.
Sorry.
They did it quite a bit, and there needs to be more, but I'm not really giving any fucks about the Pussycats right now. Mm-hmm. They did better. They gave us some more Joes. I liked seeing...
I enjoy the Josie part.
Yes,
you kind
I
of
did.
Understand.
Because at the first of the episode, I was like, I don't care about this. And they made me more interested in care
But
about
what does
Josie.
she want? What does she want?
Yeah, does she want fame? Does she really want to do this singing thing?
Yeah,
'Cause it seems like Archie wants it more than her.
It's
And,
muddled.
like-
It's muddled.
And her father is like...
Greg Berlanti, take the note.
But
Take the note.
Yes, I'm sure Greg Berlanti's watching this show. I hope he is. I love
Just
Greg
over
Berlanti.
and over.
I still
and
feel bad I call him Mark Burnett.
Writing down stuff,
Yeah.
going, that's what we need.
He says that. Thank you, Miss Ruthless.
Miss Rudeness.
Rudeness, whatever.
Oh, at Miss Rudeness, tweet me, Greg Berlanti.
But
Actually, don't.
I'm not happy. So anyway, yes, keep giving us the Pussycat stuff. But I'm not into this Valerie Archie because I just feel like they're so broody.
No,
and like,
yeah.
let's write songs together and
I
let's
find
talk
her-
about our
You know
feelings.
what, it may be the actress. I
Maybe?
find her completely not compelling.
Maybe. I don't know.
She has a dead face.
Wow. I hope
Sorry,
she's not watching
sorry,
this.
Valerie.
I thought her eyes were pretty.
Valerie, you need to practice.
You know, I
like
thought-
just making.
I
Like,
thought
like
Val-
we did with Paula Homer, where she would have you make a face.
I fucking hate Paula Homer. That opera bitch from
You know,
college.
she had a lot of good
you know
things
what?
to teach.
You know what? I was a student of hers. Everybody was supposed to get a goddamn role to graduate. And where did I have to go? I had to go get my role at the musical theater department. Fuck
I'm
you,
glad
Paula
that
Homer.
I'm glad that we're over all this now. Obviously.
You.
So anyway,
Dr. D would back me up on this.
that being said,
Anyway.
I want to talk about my next one. Kind of segues.
Oh, wait, no, I wasn't done yet, though, with this. But I did want to say, did anybody notice?
This is endless.
Let's talk about AJ Kappa for a little bit.
KJ Appa.
Whatever. He looks like a good kisser, I would have to say. I think there was even a little tongue, Valerie. I just imagine.
He's 19, so you know he doesn't know how to kiss well.
No, he looked like he looked like he's a good kisser now.
You don't know how to kiss well at 19.
And you know what they say about
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
No, you did not.
But I feel like he knows what he's doing. And you know what they say about a guy who's a good kisser? Gives a good rim job.
I don't think they say that.
That's what I thought they said.
I don't think that's ever been said.
I really thought I read that in a book as a child.
You read it on the bathroom wall, crocheted on something.
A book, bathroom wall.
Anyway, I'm going to keep trying to go on after that.
Okay.
Since we've been talking about rim jobs.
Yeah, well, if you don't know what that is, Google it.
Mine is more...
Or just, you know what, Clint will let you know in the comments.
Clint, please.
Clint, please. Don't talk about
just so I don't have to explain anything. Just Clint.
I think Clint is our new line producer.
Our queen whisperer.
A queen
whisperer. Just tell us everything we don't need.
That's a sketch. We should do a queen whisperer.
We're gonna move on.
All right.
So you've been talking about Pussycats. I think I'm gonna introduce one part that is a part of my tea bags, and I'll call it a tea reading.
Okay.
This is not something I didn't love. Something I did not like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to read it.
Okay.
There are way too many cat metaphors. There's
a lot.
And Veronica says I'm hanging by my whiskers here. That's poor writing, and it sounds weird. And
it did seem off character.
Honestly, the actors are doing their best to make it work. There was another one. Poor Josie had to say, "I'll always welcome another kitty in my litter box." How do you say that without laughing?
It was a little punny.
The other is, in your heart, you'll always be a pussycat. How do you say that and be serious about it?
I mean, you know what I think one of the reasons is why it feels false is because going back to what you said is that I don't think we really get why
don't make it serious,
but why the Pussycats are there. I know they just want to be famous.
Here's why it's there. Some pervy, the guy who drew the comic said, "I want to fuck women who are dressed up like cats." So here we go. This is going to be cute. Bow, bow, meow. Now they're hot and sexy. That's why it happened. Sorry to destroy everyone's dreams, because that's what happened. Them trying to make it a feminist thing is laughable. Well, sorry.
My next tea bag was that
I have too much coffee. Yes.
My next tea bag was that I really love the Pussycat outfits.
Which I'm glad that we didn't even talk about these.
I'm glad you fucking shamed me before my damn.
It's 3:30 in the morning.
I'm sorry. You tell me you wouldn't want to wear one of those Pussycat outfits for cabaret. They were amazing.
I agree.
They had tails that were tied to fishing line to their backs.
Two of them's ass was hanging out.
That looked upright.
Two of them's ass, they'd forgotten pants to wear.
They were amazing, though, and I love them singing Donna Summer.
I get Own Your Body. I get Own Your Body. I get it. But I'm sorry.
Love them.
That was just by that cartoonist who was probably drinking a beer. He's like, cats are fucking hot.
Well, you know what? I love the cat suits. They were on brand, I guess his mom would say. I love them. You got to admit, I thought they were super cute.
They were cute.
Your mouth opened when we saw them.
When I saw the tails, I did enjoy that. It's
okay.
It's weird. Here's my next one. The Veronica makeup tutorial.
Yes, that tutorial. You know what?
I lost my mind. Who knew that I would be the one to obsess over makeup?
You know
I'm
what?
not a makeup person. This is the makeup queen.
And I wanted to bring up that point, and this one wouldn't let me do it because she wanted to bring it up. It was
I
everything.
had that in mind.
It was everything.
It was,
her eyes
and
looked
she's
wonderful.
and she's like, Veronica's the new girl. She's like, and it shows it all in her eyes.
And she's
like,
mysterious.
And those brows were like,
mysterious and alluring. She was beautiful.
Yeah. Look, here we go.
Yes. Speaking of makeup tutorial, did we see the makeup plant? in the middle of Josie's
when
erotic
Josie was
scene.
like, she actually basically held it up to the camera.
She literally, it literally just said,
And for like 10 seconds.
and that she's like, I'm gonna. She was putting on mascara, and then
And
she
they
just
showed
held it,
And it was like this. To her face.
Maybe we should contact some sex toy people, and just in the middle of our
Product
show,
placement.
we
Do you
just
hold up a
hold up
dildo?
a dildo, but don't talk about it,
Or just like hit
hold
you in
it
the face with it a little bit.
It just
I should upstage hand. Hit you in the face a little bit.
Sure.
That was
Yeah.
fucking theater
Yeah.
as fuck.
I'm glad you're professional. I'm glad you're professional about it. Okay.
Hashtag theater AF.
Theater AF. Okay. Now, my number 8 teabag is...
It's 9.
No, this is 8.
No,
I've done 3. Oh, this is you've done 3. That's 6.
No, I've done 4.
I just said this is my number 8.
No, you're number 9 because if I've
4,
done 4, that was 8.
No, you did 4. I've done 3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
I'm going to
maybe.
do 8. Wow.
We need to go.
Ding,
I need
ding,
an
ding,
abacus.
ding, 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 ding.
Go!
Okay, teabag number 8. And this is the last time I'll bring it up. Can we talk about the Pussycat entrance, though, whenever Veronica becomes a Pussycat?
That was the best.
That was the best. That slow walk. I don't know what song that was. You probably did.
All in slow-mo.
I love
As they're walking down, and they're like got the body shimmer, and Veronica's got her confident face on.
She does have her confident face on. I wish I could do that with us, a slow motion moment, but I don't know how to edit it.
I love a good Ronnie girl face. I think I'll refer to her as Ronnie girl from now on.
I like it when she's called Ronnie. All right,
My
teabag
next
9.
one is, so we finally found out what happened to Polly, that she literally got sent away to
Polly wants a baby? Polly wants a baby?
Polly wants a cock.
Yeah,
Polly wants a cocker?
She literally got sent away to a convent, like in a '40s movie.
she
You know
did.
when women go, "Honey, are you in the family way?"
Yes. You know what's interesting?
She got sent away to a fucking convent.
But I will say that Betty's family is acting so honestly, but maybe this is just coming from my own point of reference of growing up in the Bible Belt. But they're acting so uber religious, but yet they're not talking about religion at all, which I think is kind of interesting.
But
Do
they're
families
they're
do
about
that?
they're about appearances.
So I guess it's just more of an upper
Yeah.
class white thing, yeah.
But I don't know. I loved finding the convent and like all seeing the white orderlies. It looked like shades of Sunday last summer. Again, I've lost all of my audience. Elizabeth Taylor, Montgomery Clift, Katharine Hepburn. You know what? Rent that movie, everybody. You will enjoy it.
It's really great.
Tennessee Williams play.
I've never seen it, but I've heard it's really great. I started to watch it once and I fell asleep. I started to fall asleep.
Is this thing on?
Anyway, I like that too. I like again that this show is taking focus with me because I think you'll
You
like
have
this
no
point.
perspective. Anyway, keep going.
This show, it's very modern,
They're devouring him.
but a lot of shows that are kind of rebooting something, they'll hint at nostalgia in a cheesy, kind of sickening, like just sugary way. They're taking things and like really bringing like camp and
I agree.
bringing like dramaticism to
like it a lot.
nostalgic things. I love it.
I like it a lot.
I love it. I love it. Take that note,
La,
Greg
la, la,
Fermenting.
la, la, la.
Okay,
Your last one.
my last note is Archie finally gets to sing in the goddamn variety show. You know what, Archie? I know what that's like singing it the first time I ever sang a variety show. I was in the 2nd grade, and I sang Rocky Top Tennessee. My cousin Lori, she loved Barbara Mandrell. She opened for her, and she actually she taught me how to sing Rocky Top, and I got up there with my suspenders. And I remember I popped my suspenders, and everybody cheered, and I won. I won.
I've seen this video, and he's twirling the
I've won.
the mic cord like it's a purse.
It's when it's when my hair used to be long and it was short all right here, but then I get a perm right in the back.
It might as
I was
well
so
be a
cute.
drag routine.
4th grade, Rocky Top.
Yeah. And then he was the object of every woman's lust.
You know, I would sing in the back of the bus, and they were mesmerized on the way home. Everybody requested it.
They were horrified.
No one.
So
Sorry about that. Okay, my last teabag.
we were already there.
Now I got telling a story about Oklahoma.
Oh.
Okay, my last teabag. It's Archie finally.
There's only one Oklahoma story allowed per episode.
Okay, that was one. So Archie sings a ballad, and I'm guessing.
It's okay.
I'm not sure about
okay.
this, but probably about 7 million 13-year-old girls felt their vagina for the first
Yes.
time. And about 200...
And it grew
yes,
like a lily.
It engorged like a dam in Northern
And,
California.
like their clitorises just flowed
Yes.
with blood.
And about probably 260,000 young gay men had their first gay experience through television.
That's adorable.
Because what would have happened if you saw Archie sing like that when you were in high school? If you were 13, what would you have done?
I would have critiqued his technique. It's a little reedy, and he's not using his breath as well as he could have. Sorry, just being honest.
You're a Mary.
At Miss Rudeness.
You're a Mary. All right. Can we talk about our tea leaves for next?
Reading the tea leaves next time.
I'm going to talk about mine first.
Sure, why not?
Hashtag where was Cheryl in this episode? Where
She was
is
sorely
Cheryl?
missed. Where is Cheryl? Ooh-ay-voo, ooh-ay-voo. That's French for where are you?
I know. Dominea Vica in a Martica.
That's not French.
Rendezvous, rendezvous.
Put a spoon in her mouth. She's talking.
Anyway, so where's Cheryl?
We miss Cheryl, and I have a feeling we saw that car when Jughead
when
and
it's on
Betty
fire,
found the car.
I think Cheryl was watching them.
It was Cheryl.
I think Cheryl maybe could have done it.
Someone else who was kind of ancillary to it, because it may be Cheryl. I agree.
Because everything we've met.
This was an exciting episode.
This was a great. We
had a hard
didn't
time.
talk any about the actual plot points of the show this episode.
Do we ever?
But no, this was there was one thing.
A lot happened
so fast here. I guess I'm just used to days of our lives.
I was like holding my breath. Sometimes.
I'm used to days of our lives. I think where something happens, like the whole contract
Takes like 3 weeks.
It takes like 3 months for her to sign that contract. But yeah, this show it moves. So I think it was Cheryl who lit the fire to the car to protect Jason from dealing drugs.
Yes, because there were drugs in the car. Drugs that were in long log kind of things.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Or
That's
maybe,
a lot of drugs.
Or maybe it was Jughead's father that was hiding drugs in the car.
I think that maybe too.
Yeah.
But
anyway, we missed you, Cheryl. We missed you.
Come back, because you know how much I love you.
We missed you, Madeline. That's her name, right?
Madeline Petch.
Yeah, Petch.
Pesh.
Okay.
My tea leaf has to do with Steely Veronica. Not Steel Magnolias, but Steel Veronica.
Still Ronnie.
Steel Ronnie. Steel Ronnie.
Ooh.
Hashtag Steel Ronnie.
Hashtag
So,
Still Ronnie.
When her mom is like, could you sign this? She's like, no, I'm not going to be part of that. And you
And then
saw
she
that kind of
walk
like
away.
darkness in her eyes.
A change has happened,
y'all.
y'all.
And when she's going to be she's pissed off, I cannot wait to see what destruction is in her wake.
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know what that is.
Boom.
But
it's the Buffy vampire theme. That's a strong woman.
that was one of...
No.
It sounded like
Boom,
you were
boom,
doing
boom,
like
boom,
Travis
boom,
Tritt.
boom, boom, boom. No. You know what? I sang Travis Tritt at my grandmother's funeral. No, that song where corn don't grow.
This is okay.
My
we just
my
heard
grandma
where
loved
corn
it.
don't grow.
But I changed the lyrics
where
to where
corn
because my
don't-
grandmother had roses, so I
Stop.
changed
Where
it to where
roses
my
don't grow.
roses don't grow.
Okay, we have to.
You know,
we're
no,
ending
but-
the show
no,
now
but I
because this
tell
is
you-
awful.
But no, then I have a
Here, I'm unplugging this now. I can't take another one of these. We're ending it. We're ending it. Goodbye.
No, we're
Watch
not
our
done yet.
podcast.
No, we have to tell
Watch
people.
our
Watch the
podcast.
show
And
Watch
download
the
us
show.
on Stitcher.
Listen, you don't know what you're saying. You couldn't do an outro.
And pay for us.
You could do outro if it was semen out of your ass.
Oh, God.
Wow, that made everything stop.
That just made, because I went, oh, my God.
That made everything
All right.
So what we're going to say is...
Do the outro.
Yes. So, if you like the show, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching it. If you're listening to it, subscribe to the podcast.
That you should be paying for.
And please, leave a review for our podcast. That helps let us
That'll
know.
help. You don't have to pay if you leave a review.
Yeah, and tell your friends about it. And, yes, iTunes,
All
Stitcher,
things you don't have to pay
Google
for.
Play, wherever you listen to podcasts. And apparently, buy Jake something because he wants money.
It's not that I want money. I just thought I got something for this.
I just want to say one more thing. I went to a psychic who talked to my dead grandmother, and the first thing that she got in the reading was roses. And we're done. where my roses don't grow.
They were devouring him. Bye. Bye.